Upon arriving to the sacristy, make sure that you pick the appropriate surplice and also your cassock. If there is any problem where the cassock has missing buttons or the surplice is not clean, you may put it in the provided basket. Make sure that you button all buttons from top to bottom. And as you can see, please make sure that your hangers are in the hooks provided so you can get the hangers upon coming back to the sacristy. Make sure that you take the cross of your rank close the doors nicely and quietly and check that your vestments are properly placed. One of the candle bearers must check the liquid fuel on the candles, or also known as torches. You're going to unscrew the two screws on the top, not all the way, but just a little bit, so you can remove the glass cylinder. Unscrew the top of the candle, and then using the squeeze bottle, refill the fuel. Make sure that you screw the top again, not very tightly, please, and replace the glass cylinder. And again, screw in the top. And please go to the fourth drawer, which is the Deacon Drawer, and you may find a special lighter and light the torches. Please replace the lighter. This is in the event of incense, and as you can see, the incense bearer is taking the censer with them. This is the appropriate order for leaving the sacristy. And everybody bow at the same time. Those that have things in their hands do a head bow. Whoever doesn't have anything in their hands will do a hip bow. This is the way that you present the censer to Father, so he can put incense before the procession begins. Everyone goes back to their places with the incense on the front, the cross in the back, the lights or the candle bearers in the back of the cross, and then the deacon all the way at the end, Father behind the deacon. As you can see, the candle bearers go into the left as well as the incense individuals, and they do their head bow when Father does his bow. And then immediately that the Father goes to the altar, everyone returns all the stuff that is needed in the sacristy. The cross bearer goes to his chair. This is what not to do. Make sure that the cross bearer is seated closest to the deacon, and the torch or candle bearers are seated next to the cross bearer. Everybody else sits on the bench in front of the first bench. Always present the book to the deacon so he can present it to you in the appropriate form and page, so Father can do whatever he needs to do. If you're by yourself, make sure that you're presenting the book in the appropriate way. Notice how he closed the book toward the ribbon, and that is so the ribbon stays in place. This is the moment of the gospel proclamation. As you can tell, the candle bearers are against the wall waiting for the deacon. When the deacon picks up the book, they approach, and notice how they walk next to each other, nice and square. First one goes around the amber, followed by the deacon. The second one stay behind, and then we're both where we need to be. Once the deacon replaced or enthroned the gospel book, the altar servers go to the major altar and wait for the deacon and father to bow as well. And then they exit the altar once the deacon is next to them. Please never sit unless father is seated. Here we are preparing the altar. So the book is always brought first. And now we're going to be bringing the cups. The people cup are going to go on the top. As you can see, Father's cup is going to be on the bottom and the water in between. Always receive the basket, the collection basket from Father. Don't forget to bow every time that you exchange an object with either the father or the deacon. This is the procedure for one person washing father's hands. And now we have two altar servers for watching Father's hand. And again, make sure that you bow after the exchange. Make sure that you replace all the stuff back into the sacristy. One of the altar servers needs to make sure that the disinfectant is properly given to all people on the altar, the priest, the deacon, and the ministers of communion. Notice the way that communion is given. And of course, at the end, always putting the missal back. Here's a demonstration how to ring the bells. Remember, first is one ring, the next two are 3 rings.